Hello, Keith again. So today I'm going to talk about writing a review article. Now, for me, a good way of thinking about what should go into a review article, and really the basic structure of a review article, is what is a reader looking for in one of these articles. And for me, there's four main areas. So first of all, you start off with the background. How is a subject area, a research area, developed? And why? How have new techniques allowed better insights into an area? And how have other approaches changed ways of thinking? Then we move on to a current overview of the state of knowledge, and this will form the bulk of the review article. Next, it's really important that there's something about linkages. So how does this research area link into important overarching research areas? So this could be things like sustainability or food security. And then lastly, I want to know what the challenges are in the research. What's the current thinking about the research and the future thinking about research? So a review article should really sort of help give a look into the mind of a researcher that you'd only normally get at a keynote speech at a conference, or if you're sitting having coffee with them. But like a high impact research paper as well, a review article, it's really important you have changes and challenges as a focus. This will make it interesting for the reader and get it cited. So there we are. We've got the basic structure: background, current overview, challenges, and linkages. It sounds easy, but obviously writing a review article isn't easy. You've got a lot of reading to do, talking to other researchers, and thinking about a subject area. And here's where there can be a potential danger. You try and put absolutely everything into a review article, every single paper that's ever been written. And you may not want to do this. You don't want to do this. A research review, like a paper, should be concise and readable, and enormous lists of all of the research is really not what the reader's looking for. Now, there are other reviews which really do take more of this approach of being a quantitative review of the literature, and these are called systematic reviews, and they're quite commonly used to support policy or in medical studies. And an excellent example of this is the Collaboration for Environmental Evidence. So if you're interested in systematic reviews, I'd recommend you look at this site. So I've said I don't recommend you citing everything. So really what I'm saying is go away and think about what is the best selection of papers that represent the challenges and changes in your subject area. Now, a good way of presenting large amounts of data is obviously using figures and tables. So figures are excellent ways of representing processes, how processes have changed, where new steps have been found, for example. And tables are really excellent ways of presenting large amounts of studies where they've measured the same parameters in, for example, different geographic locations. Now, there are also lots of other interesting ways of presenting large amounts of information using infographics. Now, all of the top journals will use infographics extensively. So when you see an article that uses an infographic that you like, store it away. Use Pinterest or whatever you want to do to remember it, and then use this approach in your review. This isn't plagiarism, you're just taking a style of presentation, you're not taking the information away. And also, those authors, they probably haven't designed those infographics, they've used a graphic designer. Now, if you can't afford a graphic designer, don't worry about it. Use their approach and see how you can adapt it. And the top journals use them because readers find them extremely useful. And if readers find them useful, the review article gets cited. And lastly, use writing a review article as a way of really helping you generate and consolidate your future research ideas. And you'll find it a really helpful exercise. Just make sure you write the proposals before the review article's published, and you'll be fine. If anyone's seen any excellent examples of researchers using infographics, please leave a link in the comments below. So like, subscribe, and thank you for your time.